Hi there, I'm Father Diego, and this is the message of the Gospel for today, Monday, May the 4th. Oh my God, I'm stumbling. May the 4th, Monday, May the 4th, the beginning of a new week, the kind of beginning of this new month. And today we listen from the Gospel of John, chapter 10, again, Gospel of John, but now chapter 10, verses 11 to 18. Jesus said to the people, I am the good shepherd. A good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. A hired man who is not the shepherd and whose sheep are not his own sees a wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away, and the wolf catches and scatters them. This is because he works for pay and has no concern for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and I know mine, and mine know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I will lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. These also I must lead, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock, one shepherd. This is why the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down on my own. I have power to lay it down and power to take it up again. This command I have received from my Father. All right, so the fourth Sunday of Easter, which was yesterday, is usually called the Sunday of the Good Shepherd. Thank you very much for your greetings to me. You also are good shepherds in your families, for your friends, for many people, you also are good shepherds. But anyway, but it's interesting that yesterday, even though it was the Sunday of the Good Shepherd, also the Sunday of prayer for vocations, we didn't read this gospel. We read the beginning of this chapter, which is one of the I ams from Jesus to his disciples or to the people, saying, I am the gate. But today, Jesus in the gospel says, I am the good shepherd. So Jesus' claim to be the good shepherd is a long image that belongs to the religious tradition of the people of Israel, if you want. So in at least two passages from the Old Testament, this image of God as the Good Shepherd comes up to the people. Let's going to take a look at two of them. First of all, prophet Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 3, prophet Jeremiah says, I myself will gather the remnant of my flock from all the lands to which I have driven them and bring them back to their meadow. There they shall increase and multiply. And he goes on with this beautiful image. And then in the prophet Ezekiel chapter 34, verses 11 to 12. Well, actually, the whole chapter 34 is a parable of the shepherds. But let's gonna read just verses 11 to 12. For thus says the Lord God, I myself will look after and tend my sheep, as a shepherd tends his flock when he finds himself among his scattered sheep. So will I tend my sheep. I will rescue them from every place where they were scattered when it was cloudy and dark. This is a beautiful image, a beautiful passage, the whole passage, the whole chapter 34 of the prophet Ezekiel. So the image, as I said before, the images of God as Good Shepherd is familiar to the tradition, to the spiritual tradition of Israel. In a certain way, Jesus follows with his claim, Jesus follows this long tradition of the prophets, this prophetic tradition of God as Good Shepherd of his people, or even more. We might say that Jesus fulfills these prophecies of God as the Good Shepherd. What is underneath this image is something that I can't stress enough. Jesus wants to establish a personal, close, loving, and tender relationship with his disciples. This new covenant from God to his people, now in the person of Jesus Christ as Good Shepherd, is a tender, loving, close relationship that he wants to establish with which one of us. A kind of relationship in which Jesus, as the Good Shepherd, meets, well, first of all, he knows our desires and needs and expectations of life, and he meets all those desires and longings and expectations, but also he knows our fears, he knows our struggles, so he wants to be a shepherd for us. This is a beautiful and loving image. I love it. But I would like to invite you to go over the psalm that we read for in today's liturgy, Psalm 42, and just the beginning of this psalm. I think this is a kind of inspiring psalm for us to pray today and to think about this relationship that you have with Jesus as your Good Shepherd. But let's gonna let the words of Psalm 42 inspires our own prayer as we say, as the hind longs for the running waters, so my soul longs for you, O God. Athirst is my soul for God, the living God. When shall I go and behold the face of God? Jesus is our Good Shepherd. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow with the message of the gospel. Cheers. God bless. Bye now.